Welcome, netizens. You have found your way to Nothing to Offer streams. Nothing to Offer Gaming. It's Mr. Nothing, or Nothing to Offer here. I don't know how you found your way here. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Today we're gonna do, you guessed it, more Darkest Dungeon. That has been fun, actually, for me. I hope everyone else is enjoying it. I have, you know. So, yeah, I guess let's do, because I'm pretty much still, unknown and stuff. I'm going to introduce myself again. I'm probably going to do this for a while. I don't plan to do it forever. I certainly am going to put more effort into video and audio in the future. I will say that, video-wise, I mean, well, I don't know, audio-wise, I'm going to do more introductions. So, I'm an out-of-work techie. I like to play video games. I'm not 20 years old, nor am I 30 years old, but I am not going to tell you my full age. So, I don't want to dox myself. Anyway. What else? Oh, yeah. So, I play a lot of games. I like computers. What else is new? That's so cool. You like computers and video games? Ooh, you're so original. Anyway. So, I'm going to make, point of the channel, play games, have fun. We're here to have fun. I mean, please have fun. I know, I can't promise that it's always going to be the most fun thing in the world, but, we're going to try. Make clippable gameplay. I don't know. I've been having, that's a personal thing. I shouldn't even be putting that out there for you guys. It's just like, whatever. Hot topical, discussion. I don't have anything to talk about right now. I did have something that I wrote down yesterday that I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it is. The only thing I could talk about is the James Rolfe thing and the backlash against James Rolfe. And all I have to say about it is stop crying and leave the poor man alone. He's freaking a father, and it's just like, you don't like his content anymore. Watch someone else. Don't call him names. What are you, children? Anyway, James Rolfe. Whatever. So his videos aren't as good as they used to be. Who cares? There's a million freaking people out there. Watch someone else. There's probably someone, that you'll like. Don't call them names. It's so silly. The next thing is, just our motto or our theme. Love for the video. Love for the game. Love for the experience. We're trying to keep it positive here. No politics. No hate. Nothing toxic. Keep your toxicity at home. If you come in here and toxic and something, and if I get toxic, just tell me to cool my jets. I'm gonna try. Never if I ever play Call of Duty on this thing, I am gonna have to just really watch what I say in those lobbies. I guess we're probably never gonna do that. That game makes me so freaking toxic. I just can't even. I just don't even like the person I become. Like a damn monster. I do like that game. Enough. I'm not gonna play them on stream probably ever. Maybe if they make a really good one. I played Modern Warfare 2. I don't know. Man, they all like blur together. Like they've been the same game for 30 fucking years. So it's like get something new, guys. The only thing I can say about it is because, I know everyone's gonna sigh and probably turn off the channel. I mostly game on console. I do game on PC when it feel necessary. Most FPSs, and this is my opinion, so hate me or love me or whatever, aren't very good on console. Call of Duty is one of the rare ones it is, mostly because of the auto aim, which I know is, again, people are just like hitting the button to turn it off. But it does play well on console. So does Fortnite as well. And I actually will play Fortnite on stream. I haven't got kind of the cojones to do it yet. And I'm only going to do it in one way, and that's when I'm going to be searching for random lobbies. And we're going to record all that and have a little time. Anyway, where was I at? Totally rambled here. That's it. Oh yeah. The other thing is, I don't want to ask for subscriptions and stuff. I know that everyone does that. It's just like if you like what I mean, I'm not going to do it right now. It's like saying I'm not going to do it and then doing it is like that's bullshit. So I get it. I don't want to be more bullshit. So the thing about it is, I don't care what you do. Like the content, don't like the content. Tune in, don't tune in. certainly do whatever you want. And that's already taken too. It's like all these people. I've been working on my opening. Greetings, netizens is I think that's good. I think I read it the other day. I looked it up, and it was like, "Hey guys" is the most popular one. I think it's like short and to the point. So like, "Hey guys, today we're doing Darkest Dungeon." Blah. All right. Okay. So next thing, we did the hot topic discussion. Leave James Rolfe alone. Be an adult. I don't know. If I was James Rolfe, I'd be seriously considered just hanging up the towel and saying, kind of giving all the fans an F you. I feel like there's probably more. There's a lot of good, positive kind of feedback he's getting still, and I'm not into the money's good. So I don't know. He may. I kind of like. Here's a speculation. He's going to come out with a YouTube video just like Matt Pat and Me Canyon, et cetera, soon. We'll see. He's probably under contract for that evergreen. Anyway, topical discussion over. I guess that's as far in politics as we're ever going to get. I shouldn't even. It's like drama. I know. It's like I don't want to be a drama channel. That's the other thing. It's kind of become aware to me that a lot of channels are making clout off of drama. But like, if you're a drama channel, if you're like sitting back and criticizing somebody, it's like, what is your content going to be long term? Are you just getting popular because you're making fun of James Rolfe? Ooh, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. I wish you best. I wish them all the best. I don't know. There's a lot of people kind of, they're like, jumping in on that, and it's fine. But what are you gonna? Like all your content is just kind of making fun of other people. You know who another one is? It gets made fun of a lot is what the heck? Corey Feldman. Not that I'm defending that person, because personally I think he's kind of a psycho. Not a psycho. Personally, I think he's kind of a prima donna, certainly. I think the whole thing about him going to shows and like messing up on the shows is part of his shtick, which I think people are laughing at him, but it doesn't matter because he's still selling tickets. I don't know. Maybe it's not. He could be naturally just doing that crap. Oh, what else? That's enough. That's enough topical discussion. I'm going to come up with better topics, than that. Don't come here for your news either. All right. So, Darkest Dungeon. Yes. What are we doing with Darkest Dungeon? So, Darkest Dungeon, first 2 rounds of this, so the game has changed. I played through before, a little history backstory of my experience with this game. Played through before, I didn't get that far. I was looking at I promised myself I wouldn't look anything up for this game, but I ended up reading a bunch of crap this morning and last night. Just trying to figure out, because the next step is going to be, everything gets a little more difficult as we go on, as this game progresses. And I'm going to talk a little bit about like why this game is so interesting and the progression system and all the, everything, all my experience. Now, I'll say that there's probably people that have done this better than me, and there's a couple guys I've been watching on YouTube too. So I should give a shout out now. I'll do that later, maybe. But this being an old game, but I'm going to get into the progression and like what we're doing. Sort of, we're talking about, what is next for this playthrough, and that is going to be, well, we'll get to it. But it's also like it's getting more complicated, and it's going to be more difficult as we go, and more involved. The first 2 phases is sort of like, the first phase is just get your dudes, unlock your stuff, get to a point where you have a little bit of control over, the upgrades, etc. For me, it was like the first playthrough was a while back, so the version is different. So there's a lot of additions to this one that I didn't have in that one, and I've been kind of exploring that. I've been exploring the fighters and the, their different skill sets. That's been, part of it. That's all part of it. You kind of got to get your feet wet in there. I made some mistakes, certainly just kind of goofing off until this point. I knew this. So anyone that's watching this stream and is like ripping their hair out because I've never camped in a excursion, I knew that. I knew about it. I just forgot. That's what I'm going to say, right? But we're going to do some of that today. Camping. We're going to try for bigger, longer dungeons. We're going to, I guess that's what I'm getting into next, is we're going to be building teams. Now, that's the first playthrough I did. I didn't want to spend all this time on it, so I got to the point where I had one team that was like capable, and I put all my effort into just building those guys out to the point where they were ready, and they wiped through 2 bosses. So they were, you know what, I can't remember at the time. Probably like the real low level ones. But then her name is the Hag, or the Wizened Hag, right? I totally got owned by that character. Yeah. So this game, that's actually the goal of this playthrough, is to just beat the Wizened Hag. To do that, I kind of want to beat all the sub bosses. So we're gonna try to do that today. Build a team out, build 2 teams out. Well, we'll talk about the strategy of the teams in a minute, but we're build some teams out, and then kind of try to get the low level bosses together, and work on the interconnection of the team. So let's talk about the tactics and the interconnection of the team. So, this will actually start with kind of the progression of the game. So you start out, you get a bunch of people, a bunch of recruits, they call them, and that's I upgraded the wagon. I shouldn't have done that as much as I did. That was kind of a mistake. But I have a lot of recruits. And you go through, and the first couple of rounds, you're going to lose a lot. I mean, some don't make it past the first dungeon, and I always say, like, there's nothing that could be done. Well, I could get good. That is what could be done, right? But on top of that, beyond that, so sometimes they just die. You never learn their name. Eventually, you're going to get a couple that you really do know their name, and you start calling them out by name, and it's just like you get kind of attached. My what I would say here is, don't get attached. Don't get attached. The team configuration. So I'm going to be messing with teams' skills and stuff like that today, and figuring out, kind of like good combinations, I guess. I have a couple ideas because I read a little bit, and I watched a couple YouTube vids, VODs, or vids and videos. And that is, kind of like, I kind of know what I want to do, at least. I have some ideas. There's a couple like different combinations I want to try. And I do want to try on all vegetables, which is all the healers, but I want to set up the first 2 vegetables, or I just want to get a mix of like the ones that are capable of doing melee combat and healing combat. So that should be fun. We're going to give that a try today. Tactics, the levels, the food. So I got a good idea of what food I want to take with stuff. And the healing. So the healing is like, I was using the one lady to heal the vegetable, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to actually try different healing techniques and stuff like that. We're going to get 2 teams together. We're going to build them out to the point where I think that they can fight the Wizened Hag, which I think is level 1, but we're going to try to get them all both to level 2, because at level 3 they won't take the mission anymore. We're also going to try to get them the right trinkets, and et cetera, build them out, 2 teams. At least 8 people, enough to kind of have maybe 10 people, like 2 teams and 2 alternates. Because what will happen, and what happens, and kind of what made me turn the game off the first time, was that I got real attached to that team that I was spending all this time like building out, and they died. Yeah, and it's not like they died and it was like I had a fighting chance. I don't know what happened to the team, but I was relying on certain characters, and the Wizened Hag has a pot in the first 2 slots, and she's in the back. My characters were, I guess I was trying, I just had a lot of people that were fighters that were kind of focused on that first 2 slots on the enemy side. So she just ate me up, and it was like they all died. All 4 of them died, and I put the game down. And this is years later. Anyway, so that's today. I'm gonna try to keep the mic on. Yesterday, I got to the point where I wanted to get back on mic and talk about what I was doing, but I also felt like kind of weird about it. I was like, I don't want to interrupt the stream, so I got about an hour of talking. I'm probably gonna keep the stream on. I run out of even jokes. I can make the same jokes about the crap. The problem is you end up running through the same kind of dungeons, so the enemies are all the same. So we'll see about leaving the mic on. I know that makes a unique video. I don't know. Tell me Do you like the mic on or mic off? You want me to commentate the whole time? I think on a 10-hour stream, that's a little bit unrealistic. You know, eventually I want to listen to some music and drink a cup of water. Okay. Well, that all being said, let me get Grandma's chair. Let me get set up here. So you're going to hear some noises. Actually, probably should just turn the mic off, but whatever. You're going to hear some noises of me moving crap around in here so that I get the nice, comfortable chair. The chair that I... See, the problem is I have a better purchase to the mic up here on the chair, the actual office chair. But when I sit and play, I want to play in Grandma's chair because Grandma's chair is comfy. I know that somebody on the internet said, like, having an interesting chair is not going to make people watch your stream. I beg to differ. I think Grandma's chair is going to be the only thing that makes people want to watch my stream. Because what else is there? All right. Okay. All right. All right. Grandma's chair. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's everything I have written down. Oh, yeah. The last thing is, we're probably going to have a schedule change. I'm not going to play this game forever. I said what my goal is. My goal is to beat the Wizened Hag and probably beat all... I'm going to try to beat all 4 of the lower level bosses, but I think most of that's going to be a run-up to try to get the Wizened Hag. And after that, well, it's actually a time thing. So I may have time tomorrow to do a long stream, maybe, but of this game. But I might actually not be able to at that point. And I'll have to, basically just going to change the game I play. That's all. And there'll be shorter streams, maybe without any audio. I don't know. That's probably, this channel is going to be a lot of that. Just playing games and, I don't know, like long ass games. Anyway, so let's get started. Schedule change. Yeah, I don't care what you do. Go write a letter to James Rolfe saying you're sorry for calling him the B word. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Whatever. Do whatever you want. All right, Darkest Dungeon. So where are we at? So I have the characters now I want to use. Most of them, some of them. There's some I don't really know what to do with. I think just for fun, I'm going to make a team of all Earth or all Vestrals is what they're calling. And we're gonna try. We're just gonna play like that for a round. I have a lot of them because I don't know. I'm like a bonehead, I guess. Aren't all the same color too? So we're gonna work with these moves separate though. So she's gonna have, let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, that's right, she can't make that further. Yeah, like, I don't know when any of this crap goes. Judgment, it was 3. I kind of want to take, like, I want to make some that are good at fighting. So that's what I'm doing with her. I'll make her good at fighting. How do we do that? Well, we got to give her the moves first. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put that on, And, yeah, we probably want to let her do this too. How much money do I have? No, I need to just take them as they are. Okay. Let's see what she has. Yeah, she's fine. Got 2 fighters and 2. Yeah, I guess. So we're just gonna, we're just building up. They're all level 0, so this should be fun, but also weird. It's gonna end in disaster, this, I bet. It's provision. So, provisioning. Yeah, so I looked it up. 10 torches. 12 foods. 1 key, 1 shovel. And this is the world, so shovels. So we're gonna get something like that. Is that anti-venom? No. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't camping and I wasn't using the items the way I needed to in the certain situations, which I'm learning. This is a second playthrough, so. And I try not to read too much. Or my significant other always gets in my case, like, why do you even look it up if you're. Isn't that part of the game? Learning it? And she's totally right. I mean, I should, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, oh man, I didn't get any shovels. Did I get a shovel? Oh, I did get a shovel. So I can use this here or. Oh, and then, yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew that the whole time. I just forgot. No, I don't know. Okay, so, yeah. Use your shovels to get the stuff out of the way. I feel like this is gonna, like, I said this is gonna end in a disaster. Usually when you take all in one job class, it does end in disaster. Yeah. I think the other thing is like anything original has been taken for YouTube reading, so it's like really it's almost like hey guys is probably the best because hey guys, you want to watch my YouTube video? Hey guys, it's your old buddy, whatever. I don't know. It's like simple, 2 beats. Hey guys. Hey guys, it's NothingToOffer streaming. Ready to do some streaming. Ready to do some content creation. Is it good content? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the best content. Oh, yeah. So if anyone's listening to this, I know that I don't. So if I'm going to make a long ass stream, OBS Studio is got to take precedence because I literally have a potato here that I'm trying to work with. You know. Oh, can you not? I have a potato that I'm recording with. So that potato is what I'm focused on. So I don't have the other chats open. I know that is probably like bad. Kind of. This is gonna suck because they suck at fighting. They suck because they're out of order, though. I think I can fix this team a little bit, but I don't know. It's taking these maggots. It's like the maggots. The maggots are killing us. Let's see. There we go. See, that's all we can do. Just put the one with the club in the front. When they all look the same, it's hard to tell who's who. These women were all twins. In wherever they came from. That's why they're so hard to tell apart. Yeah, that's better. Oh man. Yeah, we'll probably hopefully we'll get through this. I know. I high hopes. Look, the stress. I'm getting better at managing the stress. So there's that. Wait. See, it's cool because she can attack anyone in the stack. Although, I guess that attack isn't very strong. That looks good, though. I bet that, the problem is that they all do look the same. So when they do get mixed up in the order, I'm not going to have a clue who to. I'm going to have to do a bunch of just like. It's just going to slow down the thing. I guess it's like I'm bitching about something that takes 2 seconds compared to 1, but. Oh, yeah. This might be my new favorite thing, actually. I gotta get them some trinkets. Oh. So on the short one, you don't need a cam. That's why I don't have one. Although I didn't have much money, I think, to do that. And like, I apologize, I'm not like a genius about these kind of things. I do like to learn the game on my own, like get the good experience. And I know that it's like, to me, it's like, you have a movie and then someone spoils the movie. It's like that's sort of what it is. Like, I don't want to learn too much about it because, man, when I was 9, and I figured out to give Grumble the meat, man, that just changed the entire outcome of my life. It was like, man, I love games. Grumble. What does it mean? I don't know. It's been 3 days. What are we doing? It was different back then. There was no internet, so it was like we had like drawn out hand maps of freaking Zelda Cave. That's my problem, though. I can beat that whole game except for the last dungeon. I need a map for it because it's so damn complicated. I could beat the first quest in like a day, maybe 2 days. I probably will do that for stream. The thing about it is, man, I watch Mike Matei and I watch people play that game. They're so good at that game. I just feel like, I feel like just like I don't know. They're just so good at it. It's just like, why even try? And that's another thing. I think that as retro games go, I like retro games. We're gonna play a lot of them on stream. I like them as like far as like, remembering the good times and stuff like that. I guess that's nostalgia. But just as like a pure academic sense, I guess. Just remembering them. I'm not good at Super Mario Brothers 2. I'm trying to beat that game. I'm gonna do it on stream one day. I'm gonna beat that game on stream. Super Mario Brothers 2 for the NES. I actually got the equipment going today. I want to play on. I have an emulator and it's fine, but I want to play on the original hardware. Just forgive me for that. I haven't had the original Nintendo for a long time. I actually did just get one, so I plan to play, like, beat Mario 2 finally, and not just using warps. I mean, not that I beat it then either, but. Yeah, but it's pointless. Maybe not. No, it is, because I don't think they do that. Oh, see? They got all mixed up because it's dark. I forgot to use a torch. But now, everything's all messed up because I don't know who's who. They all look the same. Listen up. Actually, it would be interesting is doing this with 2 Crusaders and 2 of these healers. I might do that at some point. I guess the guy on the thing was saying Joker and Joker and somebody, or like everyone's go-to. I like Joker enough. I think his defense is kind of suspect. I guess that doesn't. I don't. Yeah, that's... Ooh, I should actually just have this. I should just have them have the same settings no matter what. I really don't need the group heal in this case, because they all have their individual heals. So, worst case scenario, I go through a round of just self heal. You know, self heal. Like we all do. Some of us. I wonder how people can't self heal. What do we do? How do they heal themselves? I'm gonna turn the music up just a little bit. Alright. Now hunker in. This is gonna be a long ass stream. I'm probably gonna go off mic after a while. Trying to make a joke here. Spiders and maggots. When does the spider eat the maggots? How do they talk? Is it just random happenstance that they're in a party together? It's like insects don't, you know, don't interact like that. You know, how do they? What are they? You know, what is even the purpose of this whole thing? What is the purpose of the maggots working with the spider? Just because they're both insects? Are they're not even both insects? I mean, I guess they are in that one branch. It's not, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna, now I'm like at risk of making myself sound stupid, but I know one is an arachnid. Oh, that's good. And one is a, well, it's the larval state of something. Probably, it looks like they kind of copied the fly, like just the housefly, so. Actually, why do they have the maggots and not have the housefly? The housefly is actually more terrifying than the maggots. Oh yeah, I need to. There's something I need to do. Oh yeah. This movie's got it. So they. Oh crap! Crap! No. Oh, I fucked that up. Ooh, I'm so jealous of the guys on the PC that are making videos. They just use the mouse to click around. The controller's clunky, and you know what? I was getting mad about it the other day, or not the other day. Not mad, but I was getting like annoyed by it. The clunkiness of the controls when you're in town, and you know what? I was watching a guy on YouTube with the PC, and I was like, oh, it's so much better. PC Master Race eat your heart out. I don't know. The one thing is the controls are fine though. It's like, you know, I know there's a couple places that get hung up. The battle's fine. You know what? I guess I do at times. You know, click things I don't mean to click, especially like entering dungeons. That happened a couple times yesterday. I was like entering dungeons and, you know, not wanting to enter a dungeon. You know, at that time I wanted to actually click something else. Now it could have been that I misclicked, you know, something, which is, you know, 6 hours into a stream, my brain is mush, so I'm liable to do all kinds of stuff that doesn't make sense at that point. But that being said, I don't know. Some of it's been clunky, but some of it's alright. It does play well in the consoles. You know, that's what I was talking about. Call of Duty. Call of Duty plays well in the consoles too. I know certain people would say like that doesn't, you know, consoles, blah blah blah. You know, and to an extent there is like a difference. I say that. I just like it all. I don't play on anything. I just feel more comfortable with the controller anymore. Even if I am playing with mouse and keyboard, you know, in a shooter, you have to. If you want to be competitive in a shooter. You kind of have to have mouse keyboard. Gosh, these things. She's stinky. Stinky, pinky. That was crazy. So, I am in the. So. There's a way to control. She's probably gonna die just because. Heal her, yes. Let that one go too far. She's probably gonna be fine because hopefully one of these lands eventually. I mean, it's just like the misses in this game are just frustrating to say the least. And it probably is like something I'm doing. You know, like it's always because even the fact that she took a negative trait there is sort of like my fault. She's on death's door again. She's probably gonna die. Which is like, come on, man. We can keep her alive. This is the last room, so we should be fine. It doesn't matter how traumatic the event is. If she gets marked for death again, like every time it happens, the odds are they're gonna die. It goes up. Oh, I don't think I had the ability to do it anyway.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
You are gonna have to put them into. It didn't really go that well because they all got stressed out. Not this one. So, and that's another thing. Sometimes I don't know if it's variable. It probably isn't 100% variable, or maybe it is. But the how fast they take stress on, it seems like the ones that are good don't take stress on as fast, almost naturally. Now, when they get stronger, when they come in, they're weak. They're real weak, and they take stress on like real fast. And that's a lot of times you'll lose them because they'll put stress on so fast in the dungeon that they'll just immediately have a heart attack. I swear one of them once, not this playthrough, but one of my other playthroughs, it was like they put stress on almost immediately in one round, in one hit, and they died in that round. And it was like nothing I could do. Now, I don't know if that actually happens. I think maybe I'm remembering it wrong. It certainly was a long time ago. It was when this game first came out, which this game is old as shit. You know. Oldie but a goodie. Yeah. What else? The rest for whatever the next thing is. So, all right. Yeah. So she's fine. She's fine. That's pretty high for stress, but let's put it in there. Yeah. I have so many healers because I'm a freaking idiot. I should have, you know what? That's what the thing says. Is like don't always rely on those people to heal, because there's other healers that you can use. Basically, there are. I don't know if better is the term. Just and Battlefield Bandage 1. Yeah, so she has that. What else do we have? So that's what I'm saying about a long ass stream. It's like, man, in the end, it's just I'm just gonna be all sound effects and grunts. Like I'll be like, I don't know if that's interesting. I feel like it's not. You know, after 3 hours, I'll be actually right back. I have to use the. Oh, here's a hot topic to talk about, and it's kind of related to the whole thing about the YouTube community at the time. And that is, what was it? Oh, I've been watching. How do you say it? Oopaville. I think we all pretty popular. He's talking about how his channel was a game channel in the beginning, and then how he's happy he's playing games. And I understand. I think the thing about it is, or he's happy to not be playing games anymore. I kind of understand. I guess if it wouldn't be fun for that, I guess get rid of that. The marked target is actually interesting, but I should do the marked target. Need that. You know what? I'm gonna do the marked target. I'm gonna work with that. She's okay. Back. Yeah. Let's see what he's got. I want to get. Is that the? Inspiring cry. Yeah. I need trinkets. I need to get good at this and get these guys trinkets. I'm just gonna let them go the way it is. And yeah, let's get this card over here. Nah. So I understand. Like I don't know. Maybe the thing is like he seems to be making a lot of reaction vids. I don't know. I just don't think people would care about how I react to things. Who cares? Like who cares, bro? That sucks. Why even take the time to say it? I don't like. I'm not. No, I'm not making fun. I'm saying I'm making fun of myself. I try to make. His thing is like that's his shtick. It's fine. At least he's not like he doesn't seem to be breaking down people too much. That whole video about him, the lady that was like that was convening with this other guy on the ethereal realm. That was pure fucking gold. Yes. So I'm just saying, like, if I try to do that shit, I'm gonna be ending up playing games forever. Which is whatever. I like games. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. I'd be doing it anyway. I'd just be doing it in silence with listening to music. Now I'm trying to do voiceover. I'm actually going to sit in silence and listen to music later. Wow, on the stream. And you guys are just going to have to... I can just make recordings and just, like, play it over. Anyway, see, that's what I'm saying. After about an hour and a half, I'm just going to ramble like an idiot. Alright. These guys are a little higher, but I don't know if I should... I still want to kind of just take them into... Let's try a medium. So, yeah. How much money do I have? No, we're still going to have to do short. Until I get some money together. I feel like I need trinkets together. I need to use these trinkets. I don't think any of these guys are going to need me, so I can sell those. Yeah, it's just common too. This I am going to keep. An arbalist. I should know this. That's true. Why is an arbalist? I don't have an arbalist. I'm just gonna. I should know this. If I'm doing this on one, I should know what all these there it is, arbalist. Oh yeah, she needs trinkets too. Okay. All right. What did that give her? Skill cheese. Yeah. So this is a medium. Is it a medium? No. This is a medium. Gather 3 medicines. It's the estate. So oh no, it's the weld. So I need to take shovel and antivenom along with everything else. It's a medium. So well, let's start out with 10 of these. Let's take 12 of these. I think I need more. I need a shovel. That's it. I'm sure we get a key. Alright. We'll see how this goes. I'm trying to make an effort to use my items better in better places.
must be recovered.
This room probably doesn't have what I need in it. I'm looking for these medicines, I guess. Yeah. Yep. It's a fight! Boob Skullhead Lady is like, what's her story, you know? If she takes the helmet off, what's underneath the helmet? You think she uses these fungus, they're like fungus automatons or zombies. A little on the nose for, you know, The Last of Us kind of reminds me of that. Actually, reminds me of that a lot. Now, you know, it's funny. I think this game came out before Last of Us 1. I don't, maybe not. That was like the big thing for a while. Is people were like, "Oh yeah, fungus is going to take us over." Make us zombies. It's like the regular zombie. No, it's like the fungus. You know, is it just like, do they eat you then? No, you become the fungus. Oh. Are they hungry? Sometimes their mouth doesn't exist anymore. Oh. Do you even have the right... Why would you put yourself in the front if you don't have the right attacks? This is so stupid. It's because of the... I know. It's because of the traits. Yeah, the Crusader is actually a good healer. It's funny because you think, you know, you kind of think he's like not gonna be a good healer. These fungus men are like the most annoying too because every time they die they're always like in the way. And the boobed ladies, although the boobed ladies are kind of like not really that effective. They are just like they do. Like effects, like give you stress. I guess that is effective in this game. Like it's effective way of doing it. You know, people. Let me see. Look at this. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this one. They were already kind of stressed out to begin with. The fact that the big booby ladies are good for support. They're not the skullhead booby ladies. They're gonna. This isn't good for me. This is sort of my fault here. Was that I sort of, or you know, what I did was I grabbed warriors that were already kind of stressed out, thinking I was just gonna come in here and dominate, but this isn't going well.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
That was a good hit.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Confidence surge.
Oh yeah. So what I'm getting at with the chat thing is that if I see your chat, I will respond to it.
Success so
I don't.
clearly
Because I don't want to have a million windows open, and I need to keep OBS Studio happy, because it is a cranky little bitch. I might not see your chat. And I do apologize if that bothers you. I don't mean to. I'm like, I want to talk.
the promise of safety.
But I gotta see your chat, so I don't know. I'm on Discord. Check it out. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna beg people for things, but if you want to chat with me, the best place to do it is there. And I'll get you when I'm not on stream, and then I can just sit down and talk to you. can sell me stuff, whatever you want. I don't have much this, you know, I don't really have anything like much to offer in the way of, you know,
If only treasure could staunch the flow
nothing to offer.
of otherworldly corruption.
But you know, I like to talk too. Like, I'd rather just have a discussion. I don't like, you know, not about weird shit. So, can I? Yeah, nothing happens. I guess you need an item for that. And I'll tell you right now, if I get real stressed out, man, I'm just like, I want to dip because I just don't. I don't like mission.
Back to the pit.
I have stress problems. I like to keep it easy. I know I'm doing it to myself. I can understand. I just don't know. I think I was talking to a buddy about this the other day. He was saying, you know, he was being crazy about technology and how, you know, it's the old adage, like the system and technology are taking over, and that human beings would be happier if we blah 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 blah, and you know all this kind of shit. And that's, you know, I was trying to explain to him that it's like this isn't original, and you know people have done it better, and you know smarter people have done it better in better context. He didn't understand that. He just kept on rambling about, you know, technology in the system. Whatever. I get it. I mean, something I haven't heard from different times. And that's the other thing. It's just like I don't even think at the time it was like I just don't. It's not like he came up with it. You know, it's like he heard it from someone, and he's using like whatever they said as a mouthpiece. He's a mouthpiece of whatever ideas they said because he's been brainwashed, I guess, to do that. Or he thinks he's getting somewhere. I don't really understand what the idea is. Like, it's trying to talk to people like. Or talk people into something like that. It's like, you know, I'm sure some people are susceptible. I call them mind viruses. And they are designed to be that way. Like, if you listen to, especially, like, the big ones, you know, if you, you know, a lot of times they're, like, worded in a way that, and the thing is, you know, it's like designed. It's designed to be worded in a way that kind of like runs its way into your brain. So, just I don't know. I'm not saying that. Maybe you have kind of idea like that. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to dog everyone that talks about that kind of stuff. Either, there's a place for everything, right? But you know, I just didn't want to hear it. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I know it. I know what you're saying. I understand. You're not wrong anyways. But, you know, my thing is, unless somebody has, like, positive kind of things to say, or, you know, like, not positive, but say, certainly you could look at something and criticize it forever, and just be like, well, it sucks. If there's no like solution to that along with that criticism, it's just criticism. And it's not. I mean, it's just like goes back to constructive criticism. It's literally like sit back and tell me how much things suck so bad. I get it. Things suck. But if we're not trying to, you know, if we're not trying to like actively work to make it better, then you're just part of the problem. Okay. I wish I had solutions too, you know. I'm not smart man. But anyways. That's another thing about me keeping my mic on. I'm telling you, man, one day I'm gonna say something like extra stupid. Like off the cuff, extra stupid. And it's gonna make people mad. I don't know. I'm sure that I've already made people mad by just talking. So I'm not gonna, you know, that's the thing. I want to stay positive, like non-toxic. It helps me out. Thinking about how the world is like run by the system, and that we're all just like like lives are meaningless. That is true, right? Like, we can think about that all the time. But I choose not to. I choose to think about, you know, getting up in the morning and, you know, just the small things in life. A nice cup of coffee, maybe a nice discussion with a friend, good movie. I love video games. you know, just I like working, keeping, you know, because I think the thing is, if you lose that, if you lose the idea that, you know, the world is worth existing, and it becomes harder. Everything just becomes that little bit harder, and it's almost like something you're doing to yourself.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzy.
Here's a solution. Don't. I don't know. Whatever things, and that's another thing about it. I think people think like, oh, you know, let's not buy K cups anymore. That'll. Oh crap. Shit, what are we doing?
Against the coming horrors.
Can we do this? What?
The true test. Hold fast or expire.
I'm gonna have to bounce anyway.
As the light
Kind of sucks, but she is.
spirits are lifted and purpose is made.
And I need her. She's the only one I have, and I think maybe I don't. Okay, this is like Archer.
It is the fire that
I need only have one of them, and it's her. So I'm not gonna jeopardize her at this moment. That's one thing is I'm not like real comfortable with any of my team dying. I hate it. I don't want any of them to die, but they will die. So the ones I know their names of, this one, I think fuck hot is how I pronounce that. You may pronounce it different than me. You know. The lepers, I have two lepers. Right now they're about the same. I don't think I know either one from the other one. I have this one. For Fogerez. And Pensival. So I don't know. They're about the same right now. Runeville, the old man. You know, let's see if I can. Let's look this up. How much do I have? $800. What the shit, man? That was not a successful freaking excursion. Alright, so we're just going to have to run into another excursion. I'm just going to take whoever's freaking not. Stressed out. That's sort of my algorithm here, is I'm just taking whoever is like kind of lower stress out over and over again. I'm trying to get, I don't know. I should probably change that up a little bit. The problem is I'm still grinding up to the point where I have like a pool of people, you know. That's probably fine. And it doesn't. I don't know how it's about. Fucking sucks. I was thinking about like the weakness leaving Vi. That's what happens. Your recruits are like weak in the beginning, and then the weakness leaves the body. And they don't get stressed as much, but I don't know. Okay. Uno momento, por favor. I'll be back in 1 second. Sorry for the delay, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry about that. I got a delivery in the mail. You have to go look at it. Keep it going. I don't know what to talk about. Darkest Dungeon. It is the coolest. No, actually, let's talk about future games. Like I said, I got an NES and put together so I could play some OG NES games. I've never beat Mike Tyson. I can get up to Mike Tyson every time, but I have never beat him. I think I could do it. We'll explore that together. Like I've watched people do it now enough on the internet to see. Like when I was a kid, I could do that. I got up to Mike Tyson. I could never beat him, but there was no internet back then. Or anything like that. So I couldn't watch other people do it, really. I watched my buddy do it. Attempt to 1,000,000 times. And he got pretty far. And then when he actually did it, I didn't get to watch. But that being said, I got a PlayStation 2. I got a bunch of ISOs and, backup copy of games I'm going to play. I don't know what I'm going to play for PlayStation 2, though. If anyone has any, ideas of what they would like to see, I'm all ears. I think I'm going to try some translated games if I can get my hand on. Oh, I want to do Lunar, a couple of the RPGs for Sega CD. The emulation, that would all be emulation, because I don't have a Sega CD. Unless, am I looking at getting that, if you can find it, it's basically like a, like an or a Sega drive that you put in. It has, you can do Sega CD on it, basically. That kind of stuff. I do like emulation, so I don't know. I tried to do some MSX. I was talking about this the other day. I wanted to play the original Metal Gear games on MSX, and I wanted to do it with emulation, but I couldn't. You need a keyboard. And actually, the other games. It wasn't just that game. It was also the other games that MSX I have for emulation that are like translated. And you know what? It's more complex than just running an NES emulator. That's all I'm saying. I think like I said, the keyboard is part of it. I also wanted to emulate some Sharp 6800X stuff, and there is some translated freaking games for it. But all the games start with you gotta, because it was more like a PC. The 6800X, 68000X was more like a PC, like a Commodore. It reminds me of like a more advanced Commodore. Where it was its own proprietary system, but you had to know basically I don't want to say DOS commands, but command prompt commands, to make it run. But the problem with the emulators is it's just oh, we got the engine to run, good, and you can run, you can have these in the whatever. I want to say virtual RAM locations or virtual backups, however it's set up. I don't actually know. I don't know how that thing's set up, but the files are there, but you have to type something in. But the thing is, I'm holding a PlayStation controller, and it's just you have to type in these long commands. So I didn't make much progress with that one. It would be cool to see that in the future. I think what I would have to do is probably run that emulator on the PC. I mean, that makes sense, right? That's one thing I think I need. I'm going to need a separate PC if I want to do stuff like that. Very possible, though. I do like to... I'm a little techie, I'm not saying I'm a super tech. I'm just a little techie. So, having another PC to run emulated games... I actually would love to set up a Batacera. Even on stream. My thing is, I play with the Super Console X's, and they're nice. They actually work real well. Some of the emulation you'll see on this channel will be from those. I do not like to push those. Or, I don't want people to see that and be like, oh, they're so cool, and then go buy one because of the whole. There's viruses and stuff on those boxes. So if you connect them to your Wi-Fi, and it just, I can't sell that, right? And it seems like Batacera would be cool to set a Batacera, and especially I could get one. Well, if I wanted to spend the dough, I could get one that plays PlayStation 2 games, right? And then, you know, it would be set up like the Super Console X because the menu's like very similar. My problem with it is I know what it's going to be like. It's going to be like, you know, you install Linux and it's just like every little thing you have to configure. And, you know, every little thing. Every emulation. Although, you know, the Super Console X that I've had in the past, some of them were actually like certain emulators were broken and all kinds of stuff, and it seemed like they needed a little bit of like individual love too. So I think that's just that nature of Linux. Linux-y kind of like implementations. So we got through the hot topics. We got through the plan for the day. I just want to play the game now. I'm just gonna sit back and play the game. And listen to some music now. Drink some coffee. Yes, coffee. Cheers. Alright. So here we go. What am I doing? Game battles. Already. That means. Yeah, because I spent all my money sending people to the damn ward. To the church and the ward. So now I'm broke. Broke gas. I don't know. Well, I guess the thing is I'm still just kind of like working on building characters, you know, recruits that are good so that I have a pool. I'm still in that phase of it. Even though I'm getting ready to kind of form teams. I'm not there yet. I don't have any money problems. I think some of that is because I upgraded the wrong places in the beginning. Certain heirlooms are worth more than others, which I guess makes sense.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
I'll have you know that I can't take a poison. This is like miserable.
Will find no clemency in this place.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have is food. The game was like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing there, bud? Are you having your guys go through a bunch of crap? Because you're gonna just raise their stress up. Like, this game is funny because once you make mistakes, it's sort of like, I'm not gonna say it knows, like it's self-conscious, but I think some of the way the AI, I guess it's AI, I don't even know if that's the proper time, is programmed is like, once you make a little mistake, it kind of keys on that. In the battles, when you have someone that's marked for death, or, you know, they're debuffed and their like life is nothing, like the guys on the other side will start to key in on that person, you know, and then one little mistake will turn into two. They'll do like speed buffs and stuff that you kind of got to worry about, where, you know, and that basically is just typical. Like, their team is going to go twice if the speed buffs are right. Typical RPG crap, right? But they'll do it against you. It's not like they're just... I'm not saying... They are mindless. Certainly they are programmed to behave in a certain kind of way, right? Like, so it's not just... Crap. I'm doing it. Alright. I gotta work on rock with these people. That was just dumb. This isn't going somewhere. Oh.
Give them no quarter. And now, the darkness holds dominion. Black as
Mm-hmm. See, I made this joke already the first time I played this, like, way back in this channel. It's like, what I said was, you know, what's the story of the Booted Lady? Like, how did she get into this situation? Do you think she started out? Do you think she went to Booted Lady school? Booted Lady Skullhead school? Skullhead Booted Lady. You think she was like hitting women's boobs? Kind of figure out how to. And like, are these her husbands? Are they sisters and these are her husbands, or are those her children? And that's like a clone of hers. What is going on? Do you think if you lifted up the helmet, there would just be a skull underneath? That's what I think. What? Come on. I'm not gonna do that. Whatever. I'm gonna have to work on this team's overreach.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I'm clearly out of things to say. It's been an hour and a half. Oh, Elon Musk is gonna make X a like a Twitch, you know, like a video site. I think I would multicast there if I could set the account up right. I'm certainly, the one thing is I don't want to dox myself, so I'm not going to, you know, I need to have nothing to offer, please. I don't know what their viewership would be like. I would say it would kind of be like, as an opportunity, it would be nice to get them, you know, get into something that's kind of building. Not that. I think the thing is with Twitch, it's really saturated over at Twitch. Although I'm getting, you know, people are watching it over there, watching my content a little bit over there, but and I'll take what I can get. I certainly appreciate anyone that's, you know, watching on Twitch. I just, for streaming on Twitch and Kick, it's like totally, it seems like totally saturated. So it's hard to, you know, it's hard to get your foothold in there. You know, and I'm not affiliated. I don't think this is really a money-making endeavor. It's not even that. So, you know, I like doing it. I just don't think I'm ever going to make any money doing it. I don't think anyone's going to pay for this. You know. Why would they? Especially because I'm giving it away for free. Just have it. Why would you take it? Whoa. But, you know, would I sign up and multicast to X? Yeah, I would. If it wasn't like, if he didn't make you pay for it, that's one thing about it. So X, I used to run marketing campaigns for. In another life, I am a writer. I have books to write, and so I try to say. The way to do marketing, one way of doing marketing, especially, and people might think this is kind of like lame, but I like to schedule everything kind of all at once. Like, say a weekend, I'll just schedule my whole year out for the weekend, as far as when I'm promoting, etc. And it used to be that Twitch Twitter was free API, right? So you could just sign up. It was like really affordable. You could, you certainly pay the third party, or they had one that's part of Twitch. They still have it actually, really auto scheduler. But Elon Musk changed it to. I finally got like traction trying to sell books, a little bit of traction setting it up, and I try to have like high quality content for it. Just marketing. It's just marketing crap. It's just like if you're gonna sell something, you're gonna have to do. People are gonna have to know about it. No, I don't have to go through. Let's see how far the game it goes. Alright, so what's happening is I'm out of lights, so that's going to make people stressed out. They're already kind of, getting stressed out. And I have to decide if I want to keep going. I don't think I'm going to get through this, so I might as well just call it now. We'll give it a shot here. Try to see how far we can go. Oh, and I even thought I didn't actually change the people locations around. But that's so my guess is with X and this streaming is going to be that what's going to happen is that he's going to make people pay. Somehow it's going to it's not going to be consumer friendly. That's my problem with X. The X changeover in general is it's not friendly to the user. It was like immediately he set up paywalls. Immediately he changed a bunch of stuff about just the environment, and it was he made it so that if you want to automatically schedule your post, you have to pay. And it's not a cheap amount of money. It's a lot. It's like almost $200. It's a lot. It's a lot more than what it was. It used to be like, and it's not just like every user has to, pay for that. So, well, that was crazy. 24 crit. Dang. Anyway, so it was like it's not like he went from being something that it was for the masses to being something that is for people that pay money, which what do you want to say about that? I don't know. The thing about it is it's all about becoming profitable for Twitter and X, right? And is it good business? I think it's certainly it's definitely more likely to make profit than the old business model. I don't want to give them too much credit here because it was I think fundamentally what Twitch was or Twitter was is different now. I think that's one of the biggest problems. It is not for the masses. It is not. They got rid of the blue. I mean, you can still have a blue check mark, but you pay for it. But then there's also a gold star, that's the first thing I thought he was going to do was make the blue check mark. You can just buy it and then add a gold star. That is the really in elementary school again. I don't know. So as far as streaming on there, I just think that it's likely that they will make that a paid service. I guess, and I won't want to stream on it because of that. Mostly because I'm cheap, and I'm just I'm cheap, and I'm kind of Du Bois. I know Du Bois's name. He's and let's go a little longer. Let's try to move in. Yeah. Where am I going? But if I don't know, I think it'd be good business for just to open it up for everyone. My guess is because I want to multicast. That's probably where I'm not going to say who else, but that's probably where they wouldn't want that. I don't. But again, I'm not affiliate. I'm not big enough. I'm not even anything. I'm like a speck. I'm a speck in the world right now. And I like that. I like doing this. I'm just a speck. Oh. I'm just a speck in the world. A speck of shit.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I got nothing for the line with that. It's kind of odd silence. I think what's remarkable is how long it takes you to do anything in this game. I talked about what I'm going to do, but I'm still not ready for that yet. I still need to get... Well, we'll see. This is a medium map. I'm pretty well prepared here. We will see how far I get. What I gotta do? 100 room battles. It'd be dope. These guys are actually pretty high level for my game. You guys already have some. It sucks because it takes up the whole inventory spot. Wait, do I have a... No, I don't. I need to figure out how to get through these traps without setting off.
Maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. How quickly the tide turns.
One of the things that is kind of prohibitive about all the upgrading is the money. I mean, the money is just like a slow trickle, and it is important for upgrading all the moves and stuff. The thing about it is, once they get leveled up to level 3, you can't use them for anything anymore in the lower levels because they just say they don't want to do it. It's like, which is odd, right? Let's see what this does. Yeah. I guess that's the thing. I was saying yesterday that the buffs are just buffs, and they're all, dependent on what they're doing. They're like all different. But I was listening to the guy talk today, and I don't think that's true. I think they're all different, but they just don't show you what the buff is. Which I don't like that. I thought they were all just the same buff. And then, that was, but they're not. They're all different. And I get it that it's like, that's good. To have the different buffs, but I wish they would tell you what the buffs were on the screen, or show it in the character somehow. They'll be like buffed or debuffed, and it's just like it's a specific kind of debuff. I mean, it's like there is something that's different about their stats because of this buff, quote unquote debuff. But it's not, and it's specific to what the debuff is or the buff is. But they just don't. You got to go into the other menu to show it. I just wish it was there on the battle screen.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Need to move him back. Yeah, that sounds good. Put that blanket fire. They say you should be done with the main course of the battle. The main enemy in the battle in 4 days. So they're beating us speed. There we go. That was
intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
I call him the big dingle and the 2 dangles. Just hanging out. Big dong and the 2 dingles.
But death by
1 dingle. I will say I don't think this game is like. I might try to clip the boss battles, I guess. But I think the thing about it is, if you've seen somebody play this game, it's like it's not very unique, or it's not very unique. It's like it probably is going to look similar to somebody else that played this game, you know, So it's almost like unless I had some funny story or something to make a clip out of it, or like a TikTok, I don't know what I would do. I'd have to think about it. I think I could do like all the bosses and do like a 20-second or 25-second clip of that. That would be cool, I guess. I don't have the footage of the boss, so I'd have to play again. Also, I don't know if I'm going to get through all the bosses. I'm probably just going to get through an arbitrary amount of the bosses, and that's it. Like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Revisit it, I guess, maybe. That would be a good video. All the bosses, the death blast of all the bosses, and the death blow of all the bosses in this game, and like a little bit of how I did it, I guess. But I don't think it's that interesting. I mean, I can make jokes about that. I don't think anything is. That's one thing this game isn't doing clips for me. It's interesting, like long, because there is like such a long game here that I think that's what people are interested in, is the complexity of how you build these things. And that is the interesting. That's the reason why we play the game, is because the complex, battles, the complex, the difficulty, the artwork is fine. I don't know. I'm kind of getting sick of the art. Although there's characters. I think the thing that bothered me a little bit too is the console version. I think it's behind the PC version, or I just don't have the right. I don't know what. Maybe I'm not playing the sequel. I do want to play that sequel, but I want to play every other game in the world. Oh, so if you guys caught my stream the other day, I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Man, I have played Assassin's Creed games in the past. My favorite is Black Flag, I think, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I don't know, man. I couldn't get into it. I was trying. I was like, oh yeah, it's so detailed, but I just don't. It's almost like overwhelming because the map is so big. And more than that, I just like, if we're gonna do the same thing, none of the characters seem that interesting. I do like the drinking game. Drinking game. Oh, so cool. So cool, drinking game.
Or is it merely
You got a drinking game? Oh shit. I don't know. I have doubts of when I get through this. There's probably only 3 room battles in this map. Really. Yeah, I gotta look up to see how to do that. I guess that's a certain character needs a. Oh. I kind of like it when the whole team will get the party will get all mixed around, and then it doesn't matter because they're all good at different places, so I don't have to worry about it that much. I don't know if that's pure laziness or I just like sometimes you get, like, this party is actually so useful. They're all useful in different places. Like if the Crusader got pushed back, I'd just make him a healer. If the Jester, no, I guess the Jester pretty much. We don't want to push him back. He's not going to be effective in the back. I don't think. Although I guess he could be a healer too. I'm not sure the gunner, the highwayman, excuse me. He can shoot that you know, that thing that he's doing is sorry, that attack that he's doing is powerful, and it can hit anyone in the whole you know, in the enemy's party anywhere. So oh, now Jester's like in the middle, so Jester's like powerful in the middle. So he has an attack in the front. He can move all around. This attack, I can do this like that. That's a good one. Oh, and then when she gets in the front, she's just gonna start bashing crap. Yeah, man, this party is like all over the place. I see why people like Jester so much. I don't know. Jester's D is like. He's not the good dude, but. Yeah, actually, I was saying this party isn't gonna make it. I think this party might have a good chance of making it. We still have
As victories mount, so too
the
will
camp
resistance.
to go through. So hopefully we have enough food for that. I'm gonna get this and we're gonna head back. So the last room, I don't think there's anyone in there.
Waiting to be spent.
We are. They don't like to go backwards. What? Sometimes you gotta go backwards, you know? That's how you make mushroom zombies.
Hazards possessed by evil intent.
One time in college, I rolled down a hill and I touched the mushroom. And the next day, I had this ache in my wrist. I thought it was from the mushroom. I thought I was gonna die and my hand was gonna fall off. I forgot about the gigantic falling down a hill part of it. You know, I was just like, oh yeah. Well, I didn't hurt at the time. It was later when I found out that I was sprained my wrist. It was the mushrooms. The mushrooms did it. No. It's kind of good that it was like not the mushrooms, but it was literally just gravity in the hillside.
A blazing star is born.
Okay, so probably 2 battles left. Let's go through these 2 battles, and then we can do a camp in that room over there. One thing is, even if you get a scout, it's like it's not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily mean that room is empty. Right? It could be. It's not necessarily empty. Although, if that room does have people in it, it'd probably be part of the left out. Maybe not.
Executed with impunity.
Ooh, this was good. No, this team is good. I should write this down as like a combination I wrote. Nah, I'll just muddle through. Somebody remind me!
This expedition at least promises success.
Oh, damn it.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
This actually might be the last battle of the dungeon. I'm not sure. Could be. Probably not. This being medium, I would expect there to be like a boss, I guess. Maybe not this thing, because this is literally just.
Masterfully executed.
Yeah, see, I must be doing something right because they're starting to have like the happy things, the happy semicircles above their head. Jester Man's getting stressed out. Jester Man. Jester Man, don't get stressed out. Yes, I'm gonna try to keep the mic going. I know that I was kind of bad about that. I know that I'm supposed to engage. I do like to sit back and like just relax sometimes and listen to music. I don't want to broadcast other people's music on my screen. Like what do we talk about after 5 hours? This is probably some of the members that are going to be in one of my teams. There's Reynold specifically. Reynold. The problem is like, stupid ass me got all healers at one point, so like, I have so many, I don't know their names now. The what do they call them? Reynold. I should focus my efforts instead of trying to destroy that corpse. There we go. Bing bang boom.
A trifling victory.
Holy crap! Holy crap! So. What is this? Alright, and then, yeah, we're gonna, oh, crap. We're gonna go into this last room, and we're gonna,
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
I'm gonna push it. We're doing alright though. Nobody has marked for death yet. So.
stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Packs laden with loot are often
Oh yeah, this was great. Oh yeah.
The agents of
Oh
pestilence
yeah.
will yet be driven from our woods.
A nymphomania. Oh, that ugly he's gonna be whacking it a lot.
From the abbey.
I am full. Sorry. I don't need any more healer anyway. I got too many of this. So let's see. Some money. So let's get people to heal up. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I think he was one of no, just one guy. Let's see what else I have. The boy. That's the boy. That's the boy. Okay, so we have some fighters who want to go somewhere. Don't know anywhere right now. That guy, I'm probably gonna learn his name. Angier. Ungar. Ungyar. Ungie. My name is Ungie. I'm here. Alright, so let's see. So let's try to upgrade this. Upgrade this. Yes.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
I got two. Let's see. Crusader only. Let's see what's up. Bulby here. Bulby got anything? Bulby. Yeah, Bulby needs something. And let's see. House one? There. There. Good boy. Okay, so let's do a meeting. Ruins. So what I got for ruins? Okay. 18. So I guess the thing is, I am literally just going through and taking people that don't have stress that are available. Sometimes it ends up being in people that, you know. Okay. Oh, good. I wish I had a key, but no, let's do this. Let's just go. What did it say I needed more? Herbs. Yeah.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
These guns aren't so hard. They don't bleed, so anyone that has like a bleed effect, they're kind of out of luck here. But I don't think I really. Oh crap! I didn't set this guy up right. Damn it. Fine, fine. I like his area of attack with the dog. I like it better. And then let's see. I think we're fine. We're good. This team is fine. It's sometimes like you'll set your team up and they suck, and it's just like you because I do it because I'll forget to go in and like set up the specific moves I want for any one character, or something like that. Like there's moves I like. I don't know. I try to experience them all, so I have a good idea, but I'm still learning. Still a learner. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So think about this. So as I get older, I learn things. Okay. I think we all do. I think we are all learning all the time. That's the point of. I mean, it's one of the things about existence is that we're processing new information as it comes. Right. So, I have a degree. I have a couple degrees. I have job experience, etc. I think that if you really tally up everything that I know and everything that anyone knows, like say the smartest person you know, like I don't know, Einstein, he still knew like 0.0000000. I don't even know how many zeros it would be, but it'd be some number like that if you tallied up how much information one person has or knowledge that they have processed in their head versus all the knowledge available in the entire universe. It'd be some crazy number like so small that statistically it doesn't even exist. So literally, we know nothing. We will always know nothing. No matter how much you learn, you will know nothing. And I think, I don't know. They always say Socrates. That's like Socrates thing, whatever. Just it's something to think about, really. We really don't know much. And it's almost like Finland doesn't exist because statistically there's not enough people there to make it exist on the global scale. And it's true. Finland doesn't exist. It's, statistically. But that's just our knowledge. That's the same as our knowledge. If you take out, and I guess the problem is you can't calculate the upper. What is the upper limit? Like, what's the number of all the knowledge in the world? I don't know. The number would be small for how much we know. So, literally we know nothing. And I will always know nothing. But about this game, I really don't know anything. So I'm learning as I go. And I'm learning about these characters. I wonder what percentage of knowledge this game would contribute to the entire universal knowledge as well. That number is even smaller, I guess. Oh. Makes you think about how insignificant everything is. And to some people that would bother them. To me, it's like, yes, nothing I do is important.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
That's why nobody should get upset about the system and that kind of line of thinking, because in ways it's true. You're not going to change anything. So, the human condition is something that you kind of just all evolved into. Not evolved, that's not the right word, but maybe you get what I'm saying. Life is insignificant and then you die. See, that's the other thing. That's why I shouldn't be mic'd up, because I'll just, whatever. Why do I need to talk about that? It took me 16 hours to get to the point where this game is actually like kind of fun. Having the characters that die immediately is not fun. It does not spark joy, and it took I don't know, like I'm not doing it as fast as some people. I'm sure that's my whole thing about the knowledge thing. It's like I'm sure I'm not doing it as fast as some people. I'm sure there are people that are real good at this and understand more of the mechanics than I do, and then it takes them less time to level up, and like that's where the learning aspect comes from for me, is that I am learning about it. So, but you know, just in a dumb game playthrough kind of mode, it took me 16 hours to get to the point where I'm not just getting owned by everyone all the time. You know, so take that for what you will, I guess. What am I doing? In space.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Including words. Let's talk about OBS Studio. Is there like a version of OBS Studio that is paid, that does all the stuff that OBS Studio does without crashing after 3 hours?
Be gone, fiend.
People say it's the throughput. Certainly my network is suspect. I will say that. I think that when I run all the previews of the videos too, it's like the more streams of the actual video I have on the PC, it's like, oh, I said PC. On the computer, causes it to crash faster. Also, I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and I guess the bit rate went down on YouTube, making it choppy. So it's like almost like anything I do, kind of like messes with the memory. I don't know. It's only like very usable for a free program. I hate being at like the behest of this free program though. It's like people are like Streamlabs is better. Streamlabs probably is better. Everyone uses OBS, so that's the problem. It's like all the plugins and stuff that you get to use it that are like nobody's making plugins like that for Streamlabs. And I'm sure, I mean, maybe there is. I don't know. Again, I need to do the research. I shouldn't just talk out my ass. If someone knows, like a better way to use different programs, tell me. Dude, what are you doing?
Ringing ears, blurred vision, the end approaches.
Yeah, that's the thing though. See what I'm saying about it? This is like, it's fun now. Oh, crap. I guess it's fine. Excuse me. Yeah, with the dog guy, I need to unlock that other attack. I gotta check to see if it's already unlocked, and I just need to switch them around. Do that. See, she's not as useful as the other one because she doesn't have the club attack, so she's really kind of better than that. Maybe get her back there. Yeah, what am I talking about? I need to be healing my damn team too. It's like not going well. Okay. Yeah. You guys ready for this battle? I don't. It's kind of unready to me.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Oh. How nice. And the reason I say that is because those are not the it's not the strongest party out there. I'm trying to think of what the big bads are then in the skeleton lore. I guess it's the boobed lady with the skull head and the the big chested man with the skull head. Oh shit. Yep. Yep. No, I am making this one. It's gonna be done for. It's okay. We tried, fellas. We tried. We'll do it again. Get you back up on that horse, then we'll do it again. You almost died and you don't want any health. They get that idea in their head. I don't know. It's like it's good programming, basically, because they get this idea in their head that they're gonna die, and then like he's already marked again. Hit him 3 times. It's like, and Mike Tyson's touchdown. He's gonna be gone. Oh, he's dead now. But no. Oh, a crit. That'll get him through this battle. I can't. Expect to have him any higher than that. His stress level is like heart attack city over there. We're gonna get through this, Houndmaster. We'll get through this. I need to open his area effect. wonder if we can do this. No, nothing gets rid of that mark. I wonder if there's a way of doing that. Let's just try to go over there. I feel like this is going to be the end of the road for Mr. Houndmaster. If any little thing happens. Uh-oh! A little thing has happened. Oh yeah, I guess that's the... They got the shield on. You're just gonna have to heal him until he's like full health. I'll just try to get through this. Okay. Yeah, see, they're gonna key on him too. That's the thing. Once they notice a weakness or a mistake, the enemy team is gonna start keying on him. Look at that shit. You sons of fucks. Why don't you attack any of the other people on the team? No. It's gotta be me. It's gotta be higher. It's gotta be the fucking Houndmaster. The fuck? Oh, yeah, so this is what I'm supposed to do here. I am supposed to set here. I read about this. Or I watched a YouTube video about this. Let's see. Yeah, so let's just do it. Dog attack's pretty good no matter what. It doesn't miss a whole bunch. It does miss things. The other dog attack's so much better. Aha! We made it through. Well, we didn't make it through the freaking thing though. It's just this battle. And do I want to risk it more?
Success so clearly. Or is it merely a trick?
I wanted them through. I haven't found any holy relic yet. I mean, I'm not gonna go all the way back here, down here. Well, at least let's get that one treasure chest. So we're gonna see some damn traps. This is gonna be tough on the team. But this is a necessity. He's so close to death. I'm like, do I like this guy? That's one thing. Let's check to see if I like this guy. No. Houndmaster. He is not a level 1. He does not have that tag. This one. Yes. He does have trinkets. What are trinkets? So that's a pointless trinket. Oh, that's why his stress went up so high. Damn, I can just sell that stupid thing. That might work. Oh, look at that. That's the quirk. That sucks. Yeah, okay. I'm comfortable with this risk. Mr. Houndmaster over here. I do want to get rid of those trinkets. I'm gonna sell that. If you make it, I'm gonna sell that trinket. Just so you know, I'm having it back. Oh, his stress level is so high. He's gonna die. Like, that's all that's gonna happen here. I'm not gonna get what I want. I'm not gonna get through these fucking three more rooms. And do I have any? Is this a? What is this? Oh, so I have 2 of them. Oh, you know. Let's just keep you up, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna hit 100 check. These missiles will kill you. Oh yeah, they can this cycle. This is bad. Maybe keep them out of this cycle. So I think my best tip here is to always fight. Pick one. Just pick one. Don't let them kind of do that move back and forth because it can be so. No, I would love if she could heal the party. It would be nice. Man, these guys are on it. I'm just gonna push ahead.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
So which one? Yep. Okay, so that seems like the right place. Hopefully there's no battle on the way there. Alright. At least there's like somebody.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. And now the true test. Hold fast.
This is not good. Nope.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Darkness closes in, halting the hearts of men. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Made it.
The abbot will be
Oh,
the traffic
so,
has faith
you know, almost.
Lord.
Almost. Alright, I'm going off mic for a while. I want to keep playing this game. If anyone wants to chat with me or anything, maybe I'll hop back on mic. If I do anything cool, maybe I'll hop on back on mic. I know I get like kind of anxiety for doing that later, so I'm probably gonna go quiet. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask anyone to do anything, but you know, say you like this content, just consider that. You know, I'll be back. I'll be here for the next forever, and then I'll be back later. So thanks for tuning in. maybe if I go on, like I said, my goal is to fight the wizened hag. So if I go into that run here, I want to get the other bosses done. Before that, I think I just had a OBS Studio kind of problem, but it seems to be fine. Anyway, no voice. I'm just going to keep streaming. I'll be back on if something cool happens. What is it with OBS Studio and making me its bitch? Programs do not make me its bitch. I will make you my bitch. No, I shouldn't tempt fate. It's gonna crash and then all my VODs are gonna be all messed up. Anyway, enjoy. Actually, I was thinking about something I could comment on. So the whole thing about who I heal and who I don't, or who you should heal and who you don't. I don't think it's really that important what exactly you do. So the quirks they build up. So if you look here, the quirks build up, and then eventually it might be really hard. They might be really hard to deal with, in that being that they won't do certain things, or there's a whole bunch of crap that you can't like they can never heal them because they can't go to any of the de-stressing kind of things. So a lot of times I just try to figure out who I can send to what real briefly. Like I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just fill it up, and then it's just sort of who you can fix and who you can't. Like as far as the hospital, I do a once over to see who has the warts. None of them. This guy has the warts. We already sent him somewhere. Okay, one person has the warts, so I guess we have someone. Oh, that's the guy that's in there right now. Good. And then, so this one can kind of reset. The big one is this one here. It's expensive. It's 7,000. So let's see. As your fighters get more advanced, they'll start to be like have problems where you can't fix it except for fixing their, you know, their quirks, and that's kind of what that one does. Is it refreshes and all that. See, and as they grow, as they like, they have more quirks, and look at that. Look how many quirks this guy has. So eventually, this might make him so he can't fight anymore. Like he'll run to the back of the team all the time, or there's a bunch of crap they do. That's like because of the quirks and the bad ones and the good ones and all kinds of whatever. You can look at them all, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, see, they all do shit. Yeah, like, and he only get, well, that's pretty common for them to only have one thing to do, which is fine. You just got to kind of, it's like they become prima donnas once they, like, once they start being like good fighters and stuff, they start being like a pain in the ass to deal with. So you can take them to, like, if we take this guy, I don't know if I want to pay for it right now, maybe this here, it's $5,000 to do it. And no, what? I guess they'll only fix one? I don't know what. So some of them can't be fixed. I believe that's what that lock says. Like, you can't fix that. It makes them unique. I mean, you know, you'll be like, this guy I need to put in the friggin' house. I need to put him in the church. Or I need to put him in the gambling thing. But the gambling thing, I put something else in. Yeah. So I need to do that if I want to use them. Let's see. What does Castle like? Castle likes prayer. Like, a lot of them will just like prayer and stuff like that. So it's, you know, you gotta stick them in the church. It makes them unique. You know, you start knowing their names, and then you start knowing their maladies too. All right, that's it. If I think of something else I want to comment on, I'll turn the mic back on.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out. Ambushed by foul invention. Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Death by inches. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. That cuts on its own. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen. healed, but never hidden. And now the true test. Hold fast or expire. Despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. Death, unforeseen, unforgiving. Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. Face of chaos, but not this one. Not today. Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. As the enemy crumbles. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Where there is no peril in the task, there can be no glory in its accomplishment. Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade. Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means. There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Carelessness will find no clemency in this place. Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule. Another one falls. A death by inches. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. strike. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Impressive. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. To the pit. Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness. Begone, fiend. A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold. victories mount, so too will resistance. Executed with impunity. Mortality clarified in a single strike. Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. This expedition at least promises success. The requirements of survival cannot be met on an empty stomach. Wounds to be tended, lessons to be learned. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below. The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity. Watch your step. Is broken. Maintain the offensive. Surges as the enemy crumbles. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. faint hope blossoms. Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. The light, the promise of safety. Another mariner, another misfortune. In Radiance, may we find victory. Hacks laden with loot are often low on supplies. Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood. A handsome reward for a task well performed. The abyss returns even the boldest gaze. A momentary abatement. Mechanical precision. Close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy. Of war can be healed, but never hidden. Fear consumes the mind. Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. The match is struck. A blazing star is born. A moment of valor shines brightest against the backdrop of despair. for heroism. Sedated. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving. Soothe. Sedated. Horrors, brought low and driven into the mud. A fortune waiting to be spent. Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Where there is no peril in the task, there can be no glory in its accomplishment. There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed. Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead
we're gonna
rat?
make a run at the Necromancer. His strategy is that he makes a bunch of little guys that sort of fill his party. I have fought him twice. I don't know. We'll see how far I get through.
Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
This party should be pretty good. We'll have to see. I'll probably have to bounce out. Because it stink.
passion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Begone, fiend! Another one falls. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. resistance surges as the enemy crumbles. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? A fortune waiting to be spent. In Radiance, may we find victory. Carelessness will find no clemency in this place. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Executed with impunity.